embedded in both the inner and outer world, is not often obvious. And if we're obvious, sometimes we wouldn't need it. In a way, it's like a very powerful dream. You wake up and you have this very moving dream. Strong intuition.
So this is called the interior of the rational. So we have our own rational, that's myself. Now the self has to die, give itself up. And now it becomes an as of self. What is the as of self? The as of self is something that it's a personality that comes into you from heaven directly. So it impulses you, it gives you thoughts and feelings from heaven. And so you have a choice of living out your life with those new thoughts and feelings, or go back to your old thoughts and feelings. And so that's going to be the battle for the rest of your life here. And God keeps you here until that battle is over.
Sort of mind chatter going way inside, and by doing that, it's almost like Alice falling down a rabbit hole.
And then when they reach a certain age and they have been educated, they have a choice. They make all the choices of rejecting what they were born with, becoming aware of their inheritance, which is mental, which is a tendency towards the hells. And the hells is when the self looks down, but the as of self always looks up. And that means the as of self receives good things, pure things, loving things. The as of self, if you live your as of self life, you begin to see that you're cruel, you don't want to be. Your conscience begins to bother you. And that's another way of calling the as of self is your conscience, because that's what it is. It's a new will. The Christians call it a new will from God, from the Lord, a new will. Regenerated, the new Christians, new church people call it regenerated self, or as of self, but it's regenerated. It's the regenerated proprium. It's the old proprium must die. Just like it's written in the New Testament, the seed must die in the ground before it can give its fruit. So you have to be willing. It cannot be cut off. The Lord cannot take away, God cannot take away anything that you love. And we are so attached to our hellish loves. We want to be favored. We want to be successful so that people could admire us. But an as of self wants to be successful to be able to do more help, to be more helpful in their abilities. See, the as of self doesn't mean giving up ambition, giving up not wanting to be rich. It all depends why. Everything depends on why. Why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to support this person? Why do you not want to support this person? Why do you want to do these things is where the intention, the conscience is, and which is either from heaven or from hell. So what we need to do is, if it's not from heaven, we need to reject it. And so that's my daily battle, has been for 20 years, every day. I live that daily battle to reject myself, to kill myself off, so to speak, my traits that are bad. And so the new trait can then enter. But the new trait cannot enter except as a thought, as a distant, yeah, I'd like that, but it's far outside of me, it's not inside of me. If it's gonna enter inside of me and be real in my feeling and intentions and behavior, then I have to first kick out, repress, reject that contact I have with the hells. Because what is cruelty or what is self-love? Right? It's just a contact with a society in hell that specializes and caricaturizes everything as that. And there's a hell for every evil little emotion, you know, and we're just connected to it. So we got to pull the line. And then the heavenly one gets plugged in. So that's it. So there's no really big secret. The first step is for you to accept dualism, that you're born in two worlds and that you are not really of this world. just like the New Testament says. You are in this world with your body, but you're not of this world and not in this world. Because where we are is where our heart is, which is our thoughts, our sensations. When we look around, what do we see? We see objects. But these objects are just material. It's not the object we see the picture we have of the object, and we react to that picture from our brain into our spiritual brain, and from there into our sensations at the various levels of analysis and reactions. And that's the real person, the real self, is the as of self, not this self, which is an illusion.